Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Washington Wizards. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. As we get the new season underway, GA, what was the main focus for you in the first game of the season?
Well, sometimes you lose a little bit of edge in the offseason. So preseason's fine for getting your game into shape, but now you got to bring the right mindset to the game. Well, Jordan's jumper is just pure, especially at that range.
Parker passes to Robinson. Haywood with the block. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Parker. Outside Jackson. Haywood with the block. Here's Jordan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
Robinson, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Jordan passes to Haywood, and slam dunk by Haywood.
Well, it's good to see Jordan focus on distributing the ball some. I mean, an all-around talent who does everything for this team.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for San Antonio, Tony Parker.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Now Hughes. Pass to Jordan. Over Bowen. Again, the Wizards score.
And no one has better natural scoring tools. But another thing that really sets MJ apart, the acute instincts he brings to the table.
And the 3 ball is good.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Here's Hughes. Here's Leitner. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Bowen. It's rebounded by Larry Hughes.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Jordan accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Jordan's got 9.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards.
Always opportunistic offensively. Leitner just recognizing when to attack there on the alley-oop.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And slam dunk by Haywood.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Parker's shot is off.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Ball's knocked loose. Hughes with it. Robinson picks him up. Back to Jordan. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Bowen, good.
Bowen can be dangerous from the perimeter, very accurate from the arc.
Jordan, right side. Over Bowen. Here's Stackhouse. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Stackhouse has got his second bucket of the night.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Pass to Bowen. Jacks up a 3. Jordan with the rebound. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Over Bowen. And Washington again with the bucket.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Now here's Parker. Here's Duncan. Haywood with the block.
The shot was sent back with some attitude right there.
The Wizards working the ball around now. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, Jordan is something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
Here's Parker. Bowen the pass to Robinson. Now here's Duncan. To halt the run, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kevin Willis is checked in for Robinson. Rose comes in for Tim Duncan. Smith checked in for Bowen. And Ginobili subbed in for Steven Jackson. Wizards leading by 21. Stackhouse with it. Picked up by Ginobili.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Ginobili. Pass to Rose. Washington with the rebound. Jordan up top. Covered by Parker. The shot's good from Jordan.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Now here's Parker. Elbow shot. And he drops that one in. Off the inbound pass. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's Washington, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Now, Jordan. Ginobili missing from long range. Over Smith. Here's Hughes. A three-pointer off the mark. And San Antonio shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Good on the three-point shot.
And seeing Smith there pulling up from deep, his three-point shot is as good as it gets.
Here's Hughes. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Stackhouse. Jordan, right side. And here's Haywood. Puts up a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his third assist on the night. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Claxton the pass to Duncan. Here's Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Rebound, Washington. Leitner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hughes kicks to Jordan. Over Smith. Here's Stackhouse. And again, Washington with the triple.
Stackhouse locked and loaded on the catch. Almost automatic.
San Antonio calls timeout. And the Spurs with some changes. Robinson comes in for Rose, and Steven Jackson subbed in for Smith. I gotta say, Clark, it's good to see the New Jersey Nets finally making their mark in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Any of those ABA teams, you got the Denver Nuggets, the Indiana Pacers, the New Jersey Nets, and you're right. They were royalty back in the ABA days, but it's taken them a little while to get back to the top in the NBA. They're fresh off their first trip to the finals, and I think we've got a chance to see them back there again soon. Got to do more than this to slow down Stackhouse now. He doesn't let tight defense bother him.
Claxton against Hughes. Pass to Duncan. Looking to end the run, and it's Leitner with the rebound. Leitner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Jordan. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Claxton. He has yet to score. Duncan with a screen on Jordan. Pass to Duncan. Another shot. And it's Leitner with the rebound. Leitner's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Jordan on the wing. And good that time. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Now here's Duncan. Shot left block. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And providing the support, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by Washington.
Here's Jordan. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The tray. The rebound by Jordan.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
No good from Stackhouse. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And stolen by Jordan. Pass to Hughes. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Hughes got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:39 left in the first half. And the foul called on Larry Hughes. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Into the lineup for your Spurs, Malik Rose, Bruce Bowen.
There's 1:38 left in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Haywood with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And so it's San Antonio with it. Rose looking around. Driving the lane. Stackhouse against Parker. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. That's now 26 points for Jordan.
Gotta like how Jordan keeps his focus, not allowing the defense to get the better of him deep inside.
And San Antonio shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Robinson a screen on Hughes. Parker against Hughes. 6 to shoot. Outside Robinson. Over Haywood. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. 40 seconds left here in the second. Rose passes to Bowen. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Bowen's got 5.
Bang, bang. That's being shot ready.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Hughes with the steal. And Jordan throws it down.
Savvy dime by Hughes, not sleeping on that chance to set up another guy.
San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Hughes against Parker. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. So timeout called here. The first for the Wizards.
Substitution for the Wizards. Eton Thomas, Charles Oakley, Jared Jeffries.
Here's Lou. Jordan right side. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Washington. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Right back after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the wing, Steven Jackson. Nothing on the board, and there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Jeffries. That's his first foul. Pass to Bowen. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Bowen, good. Bowen's got his team on the board first here in the second half of the Spurs.
Taking a nice composed jump shot in rhythm, under control, not forcing it in any way.
Here's Jordan. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Getting plenty of lift on that jumper. Michael Jordan, a premier shooter.
Jackson dishes to Parker. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Jeffries. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
So it's the Spurs now. Duncan outside. Takes the 13-footer. Parker's shot is off. Washington's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall.
You know, once Jordan makes his move to the basket, he has no intention of stopping, which makes it hard to slow his progress.
And, you know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Yep, that's what full court man-to-man is all about now. All pressure, all the time.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
Known as an enforcer for good reason, but Charles Oakley can also knock down a shot or two.
Parker passes to Jackson. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Duncan. No good again that time.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Got that one up quick.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now here's Parker. Right side, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. That shot off the mark. Jordan with some nice D. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. That one goes in. Jordan's got 34 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Parker with a clean look. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Lou passes to Jordan. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Parker after the basket by Washington. Tom Thomas grabs the miss. Pass to Jordan. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Ginobili, he's checked in for the Spurs. And a change for the Wizards. Larry Hughes is checked in for Lou. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Ginobili. Pass to Duncan. To stop the drought. Oakley with some nice D.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Parker outside. Rebound by the Wizards.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
The Wizards have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Jordan. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Jordan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now, here is Robinson. On the wing, Duncan, defended by Oakley. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim, he ends a huge run by Washington.
Pass to Jordan. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Parker's shot is off. The Wizards have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. That one good for 2. Jordan's got 38 points.
You must do more than that to stop him, especially when he's this close to the rim.
Pass to Jackson from deep. Rebound by the Wizards. Thomas got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
Robinson a screen on Oakley. Here's Duncan. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Washington out in front, delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Wizards shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Pass to Hughes from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Hughes got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Washington. Smith with it. There's talk of a new dynasty rising in the East, and a lot of people think, Greg, the Nets could be a championship team.
I mean, New Jersey's a talented squad with a young core, and they had a great run in the playoffs last year. That kind of experience is priceless.
And Washington has possession. After the basket by San Antonio, Jordan, and Washington again with the bucket.
All night he's been recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Steve Kerr's checked in for the Spurs. Now here is Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And the foul called on Larry Hughes. That's his third foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Washington. Brown comes in for Oakley. Pass to Smith. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And here they come. Pull up Jay. And the rebound goes to Duncan. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Now, here's Jordan. After the miss from Tim Duncan on the wing, Hughes. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Hughes got 6 here in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan.
Second team.
That's his first foul. And the Spurs with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Rose. Owen comes in for Smith. And Parker subbed in for Steve Kerr. Here's Robinson. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brown, good.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Michael Jordan. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
They're looking to attack and transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
And it's Brown missing. Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside for Robinson. Here's Bowen. And it's Parker in the corner. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Bowen, good.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Washington's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Jordan. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Beautiful reverse layup. Jordan's got 44.
And how about the aggressive finish inside? You can't shy away from the contact down low.
Parker kicks to Jackson. In May 2002, Greg, David Robinson announced this would be his last season in the NBA. And you and I know, agree on this. What a classy guy.
I mean, he's won the MVP, an NBA champion, a Defensive Player of the Year. But the hardware that defines the Admiral, winning the NBA Sportsmanship Award.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Parker outside. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by Brown. Washington shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Sinks the three-pointer. Hughes got 9 points here in the second half.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Washington.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Michael Jordan.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Sticking with his shot despite the good defense.
That free throw missing. And he can't hit the second. Pass to Jordan. Pulls up on the wing. And good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Washington foul. Larry Hughes, 4th personal foul, 5th team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Tony Parker. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Ryan Russell, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. And so he hits both. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Haywood. No good with the triple. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. And Robinson throws it down.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Hughes, good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Yeah, inexcusable. I mean, he's got to know not to take any chances there. That's just a terrible foul.
Here's Haywood. Drops it in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
PlayStation